Again, Andrew Duncan, the Duncan Duo team, LPT Realty, at the Duncan Duo, duncanduo.com for your home value or a quick cash offer. I get a lot of questions about house flipping. At my company, I am constantly remodeling, renovating, and putting homes on the market that we buy through our funds and different things. And I think we've got a bunch on the market right now. We've got many coming. One of the things that is unique about my real estate company is not only do we bring agents on and we help them, become salespeople, we coach them in terms of how to get started in flipping homes and not wholesaling them. We don't do wholesales, as a core part of our business. The reality is that there are a lot of agents out there worried about what's going to happen with AI. Hey, is AI going to replace me? Is AI going to replace agents? Is AI going to change our industry? The answer to that is yes. It is going to replace some agents, especially the bad ones that don't do a really good job for their clients. It is going to have a massive impact on our industry. It's going to change things. But AI can't fix up a house. So we're constantly educating and teaching our agents how to spot those opportunities and then how to renovate and add value to a home and then how to profit from that. So it's one of the unique things about joining my company is in addition to teaching you how to work with buyers, teaching you how to work with sellers based on a 20-year track record, we're also teaching you how to be an investor and how to build wealth. So if that's something that's of interest to you, if you're a real estate agent, you're listening and you're not getting that from your brokerage, you're not getting that one-on-one opportunity to learn from somebody, wealthy that has mastered investing in real estate, go to jointheduo.com. Shoot us a message. You can shoot into any of our social media platforms. Send us a message. We'd love to invite you to one of our classes or maybe one of our meetings just to kind of test us out and see what we do. But house flipping activity is cooling. And so it is at a couple-year low. It looks like about 300,000 homes across the country were flipped nationwide in 2024, down 7.7% from 23 and down more than 32% from 22. Now, when the market isn't showing as much appreciation, you have to be a lot better at it. You got to get a better deal and you've got to be better at renovation costs, because when the market is rising, we're seeing these years back like a few years ago where we saw, massive appreciation. When you buy a house and you mess up and you buy it wrong, you make an error about how to value a renovation or how to go through a process and it costs the flip money. You can afford to do that and you can take risks and you can miss on some when the market's hitting massive appreciation. You overpay for a house, but in the 6 months you own it, it goes up 10%, you're fine. When the market is cooled off, you've got to be a lot better at it. If someone wants to teach you how to flip real estate and the only thing that they know how to do is flip during a hot market, or the only time they were successful is in a hot market, you probably don't want to learn from them. Now is actually a perfect opportunity to learn how to flip real estate when the market is flat, because if you can get good at it when the market's flat and make a return on investment and still deliver value to the seller you're buying the home from, because they get a quick exit and they get to move on and they don't have to go jump through the hoops of the repairs and all that, you can get really, really good at it when the market's hot and do even better. And that's why I'm encouraging, people right now, if they've thought about getting into that side of the business, the best time to get into that side of the business is in a flat or not massively rising value market, because you learn the fundamentals and you get really good at it. And then when the market is in a better place, you get better returns, but you're better at it. You're safe. You're protected from the downswings in the market. And so I know so many people are like, oh yeah, man, in 2020, I was flipping all these homes and I got out of the business. AKA, they weren't really good at flipping houses. They were just good at buying the assets and the market was giving them the wins. If you're really good at buying the assets and adding value, controlling your cost and renovating the right things, you can succeed as a home flipper in any market. Now is a great time to learn. So if you're a real estate agent, you've never learned that, or you only learned it from people that stopped doing it when the market turned because they weren't really good at it. It was the market delivering them the returns. Then now would be a great time to look into joining a place that will teach you that, especially in a market like now. If you learn it now and you can operate and win at a time when the margins are compressed, when taxes and insurance are at their highest, when the expenses are at their highest and the prices haven't moved up, then when the market does go up with prices, you'll make even better returns and find even more opportunities, but you won't get stuck. And a lot of home flippers got out and got crushed with leverage because they gambled too much. They believed their own PR. They thought they were good at what they were doing, when in reality, it was the market delivering them returns. I've always joked, like, there are people that'll talk about, oh, I did so great in the stock market this year. Well, yeah, it was a really up year. Everyone did good. You know, it ain't that hard to do good in an up year. Talk to me about how great of an investor you are in a down year, what you're able to accomplish then. And that's, I think, the true test of someone that's talented at something is they're good in the up and the down. And that's what we offer. So if you're a real estate agent, you're thinking about that as an opportunity, I'd love the opportunity to talk to you. We're always teaching and coaching our agents to do the same thing. We have lots of our agents that invest in flips with us. So again, join theduo.com or hit us up on any of our socials at the Duncan Duo. And if you're a home seller and you know what, you want to sell to somebody that you know is going to flip the house because you don't want to do the work. You've had it on the market. Maybe you had a bad agent. Maybe that agent overpriced it. Maybe they didn't do the right mark. Whatever that reason is, if you are frustrated, your home didn't sell and it needs work, or maybe you inherited a home, just go to duncanduo.com, fill out the home evaluation form or the instant cash offer form. Very easy to fill out. You should auto-populate most of the things from your phone. Again, duncanduo.com for a quick instant cash offer for a home that you just don't want to deal with anymore.